Alright guys, buenas tardes. Welcome to another awesome video by yours truly. Okay, so we're going to look at a few problems from this worksheet 7.6i. Okay, determine the experimental and theoretical probabilities. Just remember, experimental is when you see the words spin, flip, turn, those kind of things. Theoretical probabilities where you can just by looking at it, like the hypothesis, just by looking at something you can tell what the theoretical probability of something is. That means the chance of it occurring. So look, Alex spends a spinner 40 times. Look at that, 40 times, and recorded his results. Based on Alex's results, what is the probability that the spinner will land on a number 4 on the next spin? So then you look there. Okay, these are the spinner numbers. This is the frequency. This tells you how many times it landed on this specific number. So like here, frequency, it landed 3 times. Out of the 40 times, it landed 3 times on the number 1. So then it wants to know, okay, well, how many times do you predict that it will land on the number 4? Well, look at the number 4. How many times did it land? The frequency says it landed on there 6 times. So it landed on 6 out of how many times? We underline 40. So 6 out of 40. So all you got to do is simplify this, make it a decimal, and then you can convert to a percent. Okay, number 2 there. Fred has a white number cube and a black number cube. The faces on the cube are 1 through 6, so we know that they're 1 through 6. Fred will roll each cube 1 time. What is the probability that the white cube will land on an odd number and the black cube will land on a number less than 5? So what you're looking for is the probability on the white one to land on an odd number, and on the black cube you want it to land on a number less than 5. So let's look at how many odds are there from 1 through 6. Some of you still don't know what the odds are. Those are the 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Those are odds. So if I look for this word here, odd, that's what they are, odd numbers. Okay, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So from 1 through 6, how many are odds? Well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, that means that there's only 1, 3, 5. 3 out of how many total sides does a cube have? Well, the faces of the cubes are 1 through 6, so it has 6 sides. And so now we know the first fraction. Now, how many numbers are less than 5? Well, think of the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many of those are less than 5? Okay, so think of a cube. Let's get a cube real quick. There goes a cube. Okay, so I have this cube, and if I look there, I have to think of numbers that are less than 5. And if I look there, there's actually 4 numbers less than 5. And then how many sides do we have? Well, we have 6 sides. And then all we're going to do is multiply this way, sideways, this way. Okay, and then simplify it, and you'll get the answer. Okay. The next one there. James is selecting a marble. He chooses. His choices are shown below. Sorry. And so now he has to think there. And so think there. If he has those choices, first you got to do is count how many choices he has. Well, he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 10 choices. Okay? And so now James chooses a marble at random. That means without looking. And then replaces it. So he puts it back inside. He then selects a second marble at random. What is the probability that James selects a striped marble both times? So you want to get what's the probability of selecting a striped marble both times? So both times. Okay. Well, let's try one time. What is the probability of getting getting a striped marble the first time? So the first time he goes in, how many stripes are there? Well, if you look in there, there's 1, 2, 3. There's 4 stripes, and there's 10 total. Okay. Now that's the first one, but he's gonna go back in. So he takes 1 out. He replaces it. That means he puts it back in. So my second fraction. Remember, I need to have another fraction over here. That means a number here, and then I'm going to multiply across this way. Well, if I take 1 out and I take a stripe out, let's say it's a stripe one, I have a 4 out of 10 chance, I take it out and it's a stripe, I put it back in. So remember, I took one out, that means there's 9 left. But I put it back in, so that means there's going to be 10 again. Okay, now how many of those are striped? Think about it and then multiply across once you get the answer. You need to find this one. Okay. Here, Maya tosses 3/4. What is the probability that all 3 coins will land heads up? And so think there, what is the probability that will all land heads? And so let's think there. What is the probability that they will all land heads? Well, first of all, what is the probability of landing heads on one coin? Well, if you think about it, it's 1/2. That's just this coin. What about this one? What is the probability of landing heads? Well, again, 1/2. And then what is the probability of this coin landing on heads? Again, 1/2. So what is the probability of all 3 coins landing on heads? Think about your answer. Think about what I've been doing so far. Okay, look at this one here. Okay, I'm not going to read all that. You can read it to yourself. But what you're looking for is, you're going to compare. Well, first you got to think there, what do they want you to answer? And it says there, which player is most likely to get a point on the first row? Well, let's see what this says here now. Sandra gets a point when the product of 2 numbers on the cube is an odd number. So she gets a point when the product of the 2 numbers on the cube is an odd number. So think there's the product, like 1 times 1 is 1, 2 times 2 is 4, okay? 2 times 3 is 6. So the product is an answer to multiplication. First of all, how many are there? How many options are there? Well, if you look there, there's 1 through 6 here, 1 through 6 there. So 6 by 6, I mean there's 36 total, okay? So there's 36 total there, okay? So we're done with the marker. 36 total. Okay. Now, if there's 36 total, how many of those are odd numbers? Well, think. 1, 3, 5. What's the other ones? Okay, 3, 9, 15, 5, 15, 25. Okay. And so now you know there's 36 total. So how many of them are odds? I just highlighted them, and that's the number you put up here. And then the other one, Marcy gets a point when the product of the numbers is less than 6. So again, Marcy, there's 36 options. She wins with a number less than 6. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 4, less than 6, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so how many does she, and how many times does she win out of the 36? And that number goes here, and then you'll be able to answer it by comparing. Number 6 is very easy. It's giving you both probabilities. All you gotta do is multiply them together. Okay, I'm not gonna waste too much time on that. Okay, number 7. The theoretical probability of landing on heads when a coin is flipped is 1/2. Bethany flipped flipped a fair coin 10 times, and then the coin landed on heads 4 of those times. What is the difference? What does difference mean? Well, you should know difference means subtraction. So I'm going to put there, okay, difference means subtraction. You're going to subtract the theoretical. So the theoretical, I'll put theoretical minus the experimental. So theoretical probability minus the experimental. Well, it tells you both here. Look, the theoretical of landing on heads equals 1/2. So that's 1/2. Experimental number, when you see the words flip, toss, turn, Bethany flipped a fair coin 10 times. Total, 10 times. How many times did they land on heads? The coin landed on heads 4 times. And then subtraction, subtract them. Find a common denominator. Use the butterfly strategy. And you'll get the answer. Okay, number 8. Game spinner shown below. What is the difference between the theoretical probability of spinning a number greater than 4 and the experimental of spinning a number greater than 4? Okay, remember, theoretical is what you can see. Difference means subtract. So I know this word difference means subtract. So I'm going to subtract. Put a minus. First of all, what is the experimental? Experimental is when they do the spins. So like here, Manuel spun. You see that? He spun the spinner. How many times did he spin it? Oh, he spun it 8 times. It says there, okay, experimental. He spun it 8 times. How many? These are his spins. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Those are his 8 spins. Okay, those are his 8 spins right there. 1, 2, those spins right there, 8 total. Well, how many of his spins landed on a number? Look at the numbers. How many landed on a number greater than 4? So you count here and look for the numbers greater than 4, and you put it right here. And you're going to subtract it from this is the experimental, and then this is the theoretical. Think of the theoretical by looking at this. What's the chance of it landing on a number greater than 4? First of all, how many choices do you have? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have 6 choices. How many are greater than 4? And that's what you put here. And then you subtract, and you get the answer. Okay, number 9. Annie would choose one. Look at it says 1 headband, 1 necklace, 1 pair of earrings to wear with her prom dress. What is the probability that Annie would choose a blue headband? Okay, so look for blue. Right here. How many headbands are there? There's 3 white, 1 red, 1 blue. There's 5 total. 1 is blue. Okay, so I'll put it down here. 1 is blue. 1 out of 5. She wants to get a silver necklace. How many necklaces does she have? She has 2 gold and 4 silver. She has 4. How many are silver? 2. Annie has 1 pair of gold earrings, 1 pair of silver, 1 pair of pearl. She wants to wear the silver pair. So how many earrings does she have in total? 1, 2, 3. She has 3 total. 1 is silver. Multiply, cross, and get the answer. And simplify it. Okay. Sergio has a bag containing 8 red, 6 blue, 9 green, 5 yellow, and 2 black marbles. They are the same size and shape. What is the probability of randomly choosing a black marble on the first pick, replacing it? That means you put it back, and then randomly choosing a red marble. So you want the probability of getting a black marble and then a red marble. You're going to put it back. So look here. What's the probability of getting a black marble? Well, how many blacks are there? There's 2 black marbles. How many total? 8 plus 14 plus 9 is what? 23, 28, 30. There's 30 marbles. Okay. You take one out, and let's say it's black. So that means there's 29 left inside, and 1 is black. But you're going to put it back because it says they're replacing the marbles. So you put it back inside the bag, and so that means there's 30 left still in there. What are the chances of those being red? Well, how many are red? Right there. 8 red. Multiply, cross, and then simplify. Okay? And hopefully this has helped you. Adios.